Heat waves shimmer above the golden savanna. Dust floats like drifting ash. The air carries the dry scent of sand, grass, and distant storms. Bird flocks wheel high above, confused and unsettled. Herds of antelope stand frozen, watching the horizon with wide, fearful eyes. Deep in the sandy valley where grass thins and the earth cracks in long dry patterns, the ground begins to tremble. A low thunder builds beneath the soil. The dust vibrates, then lifts. A massive silhouette rises from behind a dune. The Titan bone buffalo emerges, its enormous bone-plated shoulders cracking the dry earth as it steps forward. The plates covering its back shimmer in the sun like polished ivory shields. Scars run across the ridges of its skull armor, old signs of battles that broke lesser beasts. Its horns curl like carved crescents, thick and brutal, capable of splitting rock. With each exhale, hot mist pours from its nostrils, scattering dust in swirling spirals. The savanna responds with silence. Even the wind slows. Along the boundary where savanna grass meets shadowed forest, another shape stalks the light. The iron-fanged hyena moves with eerie stillness. Its body is gaunt but massive, built of coiled muscle and unnatural strength. Iron-black spines run down its back like sharpened blades. Its fangs, long, metallic, gleaming cold silver, reflect flashes of sun with every twitch of the head. Its walk is a hunter's glide, low, silent, precise. Sand shifts under its paws, but it makes no sound. This is the apex predator of the forest-edge thickets, a creature of ambush and brutal efficiency. Its reinforced jaw muscles can snap bone as easily as dry twigs, and its reputation is whispered on the wind across the dust-filled open plains. The two titans face each other across a kilometer of shimmering air. The savanna has declared its champions for the day's contest of dominance. One is the unmovable heart of the plains, a walking fortress of bone and might. The other is the razor-sharp edge of the shadows, a specter of speed and metallic death. The golden grasslands between them become a coliseum. The setting sun is only spectator. The Titan bone buffalo lets out a low guttural bellow that rolls across the land like an earthquake. It is a challenge, a declaration of territory. It lowers its armored head, its immense horns carving shallow grooves in the sandy soil. Dust plumes begin to rise around its hooves, stirred by the sheer power contained within its frame. Its movement is slow, deliberate, a testament to its confidence. It does not need speed when its very presence shakes the world. The iron-fanged hyena answers not with sound but with motion. It drops lower to the ground, its powerful hind legs coiling like springs. It begins to circle, a dark blur against the orange dust tones. Its movement is a fluid, unpredictable zigzag designed to confuse and disorient. It feints left, then darts right, its iron-black spines catching the last rays of the sun. The hyena is testing defenses, searching for the slightest opening in the buffalo's bone-plated armor. It is a battle of speed versus strength, a primal dance as old as the savanna itself. The standoff breaks. The Titan bone buffalo charges. It is not a run but an avalanche, a ground-shaking stampede of one. The earth groans under its weight as tons of bone and muscle thunder across the plain. A massive wall of sand and dust kicks up behind it, a self-generated dust storm that obscures the setting sun. The air crackles with kinetic energy. The charge is a straight, unstoppable line aimed to shatter whatever stands in its path. But the iron-fanged hyena is not there. Just as the buffalo's horns are about to connect, the hyena leaps sideways with impossible agility. It uses the buffalo's own momentum against it, evading the head-on assault and circling toward the flank. Branches snap and leaves scatter as the chase skirts the forest edge. The hyena is a shadow, a whisper of motion that weaves through the thickets, always staying just out of the buffalo's turning radius. It is a classic ambush sequence, luring the behemoth into a more confined space where its size becomes a disadvantage. The buffalo, frustrated, slams its hoof into the ground. A shockwave ripples outward, flattening grass in a perfect circle and sending a tremor through the soil. The hyena stumbles for a split second, its agile feet momentarily betrayed by the vibrating earth. It's the only opening the buffalo needs. It pivots, its massive body surprisingly quick for its size, and swings its head. One of its colossal horns clips the hyena's side, not a direct hit, but enough to send the predator tumbling through a patch of dry grass. The iron-fanged hyena recovers instantly, its iron-like spines absorbing much of the impact. It snarls, a low rasping sound, and this time it launches its own attack. It bursts from its roll into a low ground-hugging sprint, aiming for the buffalo's legs. Its metallic fangs gleam. It is a blur of motion, using a sand-blinding burst kicked up by its paws to obscure its final approach. The plan is simple: cripple the titan's foundation. The hyena's iron bite crunch attack connects with the buffalo's front leg. There is a horrifying sound, like metal grinding against stone. But the buffalo's legs are also covered in thick layered bone. The fangs scrape and screech but fail to penetrate the armor. The hyena has underestimated the sheer defensive power of its opponent. Enraged by the attempt, the titan bone buffalo rears up, its massive form silhouetted against the burning sky. It crashes down with a plateau-breaking impact strike. The ground shatters. Dust and broken earth explode outward in a massive particle cloud. The hyena is thrown back by the force of the impact, its light body tossed through the air like a discarded toy. It lands hard dazed, the dust storm from the heavy combat momentarily blinding it. The buffalo does not relent. It unleashes a bone ram shockwave, lowering its head and charging again, but this time it plows its horns directly into the earth. It carves a trench through the savannah, sending twin waves of soil and rock flying toward the downed hyena. Debris pelts the hyena's body as it struggles to its feet. The cinematic scale of the battle is immense. The very landscape is being torn apart by their war for dominance. Summoning its remaining strength, the iron-fanged hyena pushes itself up. It is injured, its fluid movements now replaced with a pain limp. The speed feints are gone, its iron fangs are chipped. But its eyes still burn with a hunter's cold fire. It knows it cannot win a direct confrontation. It must rely on its cunning one last time. It retreats, limping deliberately toward the forest edge thickets, feigning a full withdrawal. The titan bone buffalo, sensing victory, follows with heavy triumphant stomps. It enters the shadowy fringe of the forest, a place of snapped branches and scattered leaves from their earlier chase. The low-angle titan shots from the camera make the buffalo seem like a god of war, invincible and absolute. It is a trap. From the deep shadows, the hyena launches its final desperate ambush leap. It uses the trunk of an ancient baobab tree as a launch pad, propelling itself onto the buffalo's back. It scrambles up the bone plates, its claws finding purchase in the scarred crevices. Its target is the one place the bone armor is thinnest, the neck, just behind the massive skull. Its metallic fangs open wide, ready for the killing bite. But the buffalo is a veteran of countless battles. It roars, a sound of pure fury, and twists its body violently. It doesn't try to shake the hyena off. Instead, it runs full speed, directly toward the largest, thickest tree in the clearing. The hyena, clinging to its back, sees the danger too late. The buffalo smashes its side against the unyielding wood. The sound is a sickening crack of splintering bark and something more. The iron-fanged hyena is crushed between the titan's armor and the tree, its body absorbing the full cataclysmic force. It falls to the ground, broken. The hyena lets out a final whimpering cry before dragging its shattered body into the deep forest shadows, disappearing from sight. The titan bone buffalo stands alone in the clearing, its massive chest heaving. It is wounded, bleeding from a dozen cuts where the hyena's claws found purchase, and its bone plates are scarred from the iron bite attack. It is exhausted, but it is victorious. It turns its back on the forest and walks slowly toward the center of the open plains. The savannah is quiet once more. The dust begins to settle. The titan bone buffalo stands victorious, under a burning Savannah sunset, its silhouette a testament to enduring strength. The war is over. Dominance has been asserted. The king remains on his throne of dust and gold.